In the past few weeks, the world can't stop talking about P. Diddy. He's been all over the headlines, news reports, and of course, countless YouTube videos. But what exactly did he do to suddenly become the hottest topic on the planet? Well, he was arrested on September 16, 2024, accused of multiple horrible crimes. But to really understand the whole story, we need to go back even further and dive into the devastating impact he's had on the lives of several famous artists. So go ahead and hit that like button, click below to subscribe, and let's get into it. Sean John Combs built a massive empire in the music industry with his label Bad Boy. As Diddy and Puff Daddy, he also made a name for himself as a hip-hop artist, becoming a billionaire in no time. His label's productions often top global music charts, and that's not even counting the other artists who hire his label separately and achieve huge international success. But as Diddy's fame grew, so did various controversies. Nothing as serious as the current ones, but many celebrities started hinting at his involvement in immoral activities. For example, Khloe Kardashian once mentioned spending a weekend at a party with several other stars like Justin Bieber, French Montana, and of course, Diddy himself.
So who was with you this weekend?
A bunch of my friends.
Diddy, Quincy, Justin Bieber, French Montana.
This clip, which aired in 2014 on a Kardashian reality show, resurfaced recently and spread like wildfire across social media. The worst part? In the same episode, while being filmed at a bowling alley, Khloe reveals some details about the party.
I got on a plane at 5:30 a.m. Go to this party. I think half the people there were butt naked.
Since then, both Kim and Khloe Kardashian have faced backlash over their involvement in Diddy's alleged atrocities. But a wild party with naked people is just the tip of the iceberg when it comes to what Diddy has been hiding for years. It wouldn't be an exaggeration to say that many conspiracy theories about secret societies committing immoral and criminal acts may have been pointing to Diddy as a supervillain hiding in plain sight. One celebrity who was heavily criticized and even canceled for their allegations along these lines was Kanye West, who tried to warn us about the evil lurking behind the entertainment industry.
The devil took all the producers, the musicians, the designers, moved us all out to Hollywood, moved us all out to New York, chasing gold statues.
Yeah, it gives you chills hearing Kanye say that now, talking about producers handpicked by the devil himself. For decades, Diddy has dodged accusations, but today, old run-ins with the law are resurfacing, making it seem like everything might not have been just a coincidence. For example, back in 1991, long before achieving massive success as an artist and producer, Diddy was involved in a tragedy that claimed the lives of 9 people and injured 29 others. A celebrity basketball game organized by Diddy at a stadium in New York, which had a capacity of 2,730 people, saw over 5,000 show up. Naturally, it was swept under the rug with lots of money being paid to the victims' families, though Diddy was sued for mismanaging the event. He was also linked to the murder of Big Jake, who was shot in Atlanta in 1995, shocking fans everywhere. This wasn't his only controversy involving guns and public shootings. In 1999, Diddy was partying at a nightclub in New York with Shine, an up-and-coming rapper who had a contract with Diddy's label Bad Boy Records. At one point, Diddy bumped into Matthew "Scar" Allen, a known criminal in the city, spilling his drink. What started as death threats ended in a shootout inside the packed club. 3 people were shot, and although Diddy was arrested, he managed to escape consequences once again. He was accused of trying to bribe his driver into claiming the guns were his, and there were even witnesses who said Diddy fired shots. However, his punishment was only a single day of therapy, while Shine was sentenced to 10 years in prison. The strangest part of the whole ordeal is that Matthew "Scar" Allen was killed years later while leaving a nightclub. To this day, no one, at least not the U.S. justice system, knows who was responsible for his death. But with Diddy's recent charges, people are starting to question whether it's just too much of a coincidence that Allen was killed at a nightclub. But what are the latest accusations against Diddy that finally led to his arrest by federal authorities in September 2024? To sum it up, he's being charged with fraud, human trafficking, sex trafficking, coercion, forced prostitution, and organizing a conspiracy to coerce various people around him, celebrities or not, into fulfilling his darkest desires and fantasies. The earliest accusations on these matters date back to at least 2008, with victims reporting that Diddy threatened, abused, and coerced people to satisfy his disgusting demands, protect his reputation, and cover up his crimes. The magnitude of this case is massive. Diddy used his entertainment empire to influence global celebrities into committing horrific crimes, including forced labor and illegal activities with no compensation, which makes it even worse. He forced these famous individuals to commit crimes for him so that he wouldn't have to get his hands dirty. He made people steal, kidnap, commit arson, bribe officials, and obstruct justice. I don't know if you noticed, but major Hollywood names have appeared in leaked photos and videos from the parties he threw. Diddy's scheme grew so large that it no longer just involved rap artists or musicians from other genres. People like Paris Hilton, Ashton Kutcher, and Kim Kardashian, people from all kinds of different sectors, were at these parties. Almost every day, new reports come out, and more people are being accused of involvement, whether coerced or not, in the scandals from those parties and other crimes happening behind the scenes in the entertainment industry. To give you an idea, over 120 people have come forward with formal accusations against Diddy. The worst part is that among them are very young individuals, literally children, who ended up becoming victims of this monster.
I don't have legal guardianship of him, but for the next 48 hours, he's with me. So, and we gonna go buck full crazy.
Going crazy.
Crazy.
That's right, Diddy didn't hold back, and he stole the innocence of people so young it's enough to make your stomach turn. When you stop to think about it, Justin Bieber's troubled period begins to make more sense with these new accusations. It seems like overnight, the young singer's life was turned upside down. He got involved with illegal substances and had run-ins with the law. But if you consider how Diddy operated, getting people drunk, forcing those around him to use dangerous substances, filming them in compromising situations where they were being hurt in the worst ways imaginable, and then blackmailing them with these videos by threatening to post them on adult sites, it's understandable how someone Bieber's age could become so rebellious. Recently, a 2020 interview where Justin is seen crying while reflecting on his struggles in the music industry has taken on new meaning. He talks with deep emotion about experiencing fame and meeting famous people too young when he didn't know how to behave or protect himself. He recalls people who claimed to love him and be his friends, but when things got ugly, they turned their backs on him.
It was hard for me being that young and being in the industry and not knowing where to turn, and everyone, telling me they loved me and, just turn their back on you in a second.
At the time, it seemed like he was talking about his own mistakes and controversies, but if we consider that he may have suffered at Diddy's hands, something that likely happened, that video becomes even more tragic and enraging. So how did Diddy finally get caught after years of dodging the law so blatantly? It appears to be thanks to an investigation that started after his ex-girlfriend, Cassie Ventura, better known in the music world simply as Cassie, filed a lawsuit against him in November 2023, accusing him of unimaginable crimes. Sorry folks, by this point in the video, you've probably already figured out what Diddy was really doing to people, but I can't even say the names of these crimes. They're that bad. Cassie basically told the police that Diddy mistreated her severely, not just physically, but psychologically, emotionally, and mentally, leaving her completely shattered. He forced her into interactions with other people, if you know what I mean, while he watched. She also accused him of blowing up her friend Kid Cudi's car out of jealousy to prevent him from visiting her, which is, on its own, a totally insane story. But to sum it up, Kid Cudi, another musician, confirmed that Diddy did, in fact, do this. Just like with all the other accusations we've covered in this video, Diddy showed no concern when these allegations were brought up. He even claimed that Cassie was trying to blackmail him. In the end, this case was settled just a few days after it was filed, with Diddy paying Cassie an undisclosed amount, though he claimed she was trying to get $30 million from him. However, despite Cassie's case being silenced quickly, new accusations followed. Diddy faced 3 sexual abuse charges in just 1 week. A few days after news broke that Diddy and his ex had reached a settlement, another woman who remained anonymous also decided to sue him. She alleged that he did horrible things to her after forcing her to take illicit substances. The worst part? Diddy filmed the disgusting act and shared it with others. A few days later, a friend of the woman revealed that he had seen the video, which is how she found out her image had been circulated among Diddy's associates. Not long after, another lawsuit was filed, this time over a crime dating back to 1990 or 1991. The woman, also anonymous, claimed that Diddy and his songwriter Aaron Hall took turns committing horrific acts against her while she was still a young woman. Not satisfied with that, she said Diddy later went to her house with more violent intentions, leaving her unconscious. He feared she would tell her friend what had happened to her, so he showed up at her house looking for her friend, probably to blackmail her. The following month, a 4th accusation emerged, again from an anonymous woman. She said that when she was very young, she was contacted by Diddy's recording studio saying he was interested in her. The girl was flown on a private jet from Detroit to New York, but before they even landed, she was brutally assaulted. The high school student went through the same nightmare the other accusers described. Diddy was the first in line to assault her, followed by 3 other men, including Diddy's recording studio president, Harve Pierre. The girl's vision blurred. She felt extreme pain and difficulty breathing. She screamed for them to stop and cried for help, but no one came to her rescue. Afterward, she was flown back to her city. On the same day this 4th accusation came to light, Diddy finally made a public statement denying all the victims' claims. He said that these people were just trying to get easy money and ruin his reputation and legacy. However, his problems were just beginning. Tiffany Red, an acclaimed songwriter and Grammy winner who has written for several famous artists, also came forward to corroborate the accusations. She said they were all true, recounting the horrors she had witnessed. From there, things started to go downhill for Diddy. Hulu was the first to initiate his cancellation. They were about to start filming a reality show around Diddy's family, but publicly announced they were canceling the contract in light of the serious allegations. On March 25, 2024, a joint police operation conducted multiple raids and seizures at Diddy's properties. The investigation was now being led by the U.S. Department of Homeland Security. The discovery of over 1,000 bottles of baby oil, a lubricant, did not help Diddy's situation at all. At that time, a source informed the press that there were at least 4 other women and 1 man, whose identities were not revealed, acting as informants for the police, providing testimony about Diddy's involvement in sex trafficking. In the midst of all this chaos, in May 2024, a scandalous video of Cassie, the ex-girlfriend who had initiated the lawsuit against Diddy the previous November, emerged as part of the investigation. The video, recorded by hotel cameras in 2016, showed Cassie being chased and assaulted by Diddy in the hotel corridors. After this, several others filed new lawsuits against Diddy. News outlets began covering these cases more frequently, drawing the attention of more people worldwide, who began to overcome their fear and speak out against Diddy, ultimately leading to his arrest on September 17, 2024. He offered $50 million in bail to the U.S. government, but they refused, stating that Diddy was too dangerous, now considered a national-level threat. At the time, he was still denying all accusations. As of this video's production, he continues to deny everything while remaining in custody. A new hearing is scheduled for October 9th. Since his arrest, over 120 new victim names have surfaced, and many others in the celebrity world have spoken out against Diddy, including the pop diva herself, Beyonce. This story is far from over, so stay tuned, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you don't miss the next update on the Diddy case.